Here's one for the no good deed goes unpunished file. I want you to look what happened to a DoorDasher in Texas who tried to help someone. Listen.
He was just trying to get some food.
Altman's decided to order the man food.
I opened my car, I was gonna go get him some food, and literally the second I opened my door to step out, he just starts stabbing me.
Fort Worth Police Department says Quindarius Cartwright is the man who cut Altman's in the face and chest. Photos of the bloody gash are too graphic to broadcast.
Genuinely thought I was gonna die. It was so much blood. Walked in Waffle House, they were freaking out. I mean, I'm sure it's probably a traumatic thing for anyone to watch.
Video of Altman's recovery shows his swollen face and stitches.
Most of the stab wounds to the body weren't really too bad. It was just when he stabbed me in the face that was it was really bad.
On top of injuries, Cartwright reportedly stole Altman's car and joyrode it to a strip club in North Fort Worth.
Okay, so this guy, Jackson Altmans, tries to help the homeless guy, give him food. The homeless guy's name is Quindarius, by the way, which is funny, let's be honest. If you said the name Quindarius to me without context, I would assume you were either talking about a Roman emperor or a homeless guy outside of a Waffle House. Those are the two options for a name like Quindarius. And in this case, it was a homeless guy outside of a Waffle House. The DoorDasher would have been much better off if it was a Roman emperor outside of even one of the evil ones. It would have been better. But instead, he gets the homeless guy, tries to give the guy food, ends up getting stabbed. And this is why people think I'm mean for the way that I talk about the homeless, but this is why. And I've said before that I'll give money to the homeless. I'll give them food sometimes. I try to help, but I'm at the point now where I'm done with all of that. I don't give them money anymore. I don't give them food because these are very often dangerous people, drug addicts, criminals, con artists, liars. I'll tell you, the last time I gave a homeless guy some money, this was recently. This is kind of like the final straw moment for me, and because I'm at a gas station, I'm standing at the pump, and this guy comes up. He's got this whole sob story about how he lost his job in his apartment, and he's on the street now, and he needs some money for food and to get a bus ticket to go down to his sister or whatever. I forget the whole story that he told me, but that was the story. Now, I'm not an idiot. I knew he was lying, okay? I knew he's not buying any damn bus ticket. So I knew it was made up, but I gave him a few bucks anyway, trying to be nice, trying to be generous. A week later, same gas station, same guy comes up to me with the exact same story. And he was supposed to be getting on a bus last week to go down to his sister's or whatever to start fresh, start a new life, But there he was, still fundraising for that bus ticket a week later. Obviously, he didn't remember telling me that, this same lie a week earlier, most likely because he was on drugs the whole time. So I just told him, yeah, I already gave you money, and he just walked away. Now, again, I knew he was lying. I knew it was a scam, but still, to be lied to by the same guy with the same lie, that was just irritating. And that was, probably it was probably at that point where I said, why am I doing this? Why would I ever? I would be better off just taking the $5 and burning it. I mean, it would be a better use of the money probably, rather than giving someone money who's lying to me so they can go buy drugs with it. It's why did I ever do that? Why do any of us ever do it? The only solution to the homeless problem, the only solution to our cities being overwhelmed by vagrants and drug addicts and mentally ill lunatics who treat the sidewalk like a campground, the only solution is not charity. We've tried charity. Every city in the country has homeless shelters and soup kitchens and everything else. There's no reason why any homeless person should ever actually go hungry. There's no reason why they should be begging for money or food. They can get food. And if they're physically capable and they actually have any interest in getting a job and becoming functioning members of society, they can also get jobs. But they're on the street because they have no interest in not being on the street. So the only solution, and this is why I always say it, the only solution is to ban it. Okay, you have to ban vagrancy, clear out the camps, clear off the sidewalks by force. That's the only solution. You have to say you're not allowed. You're not allowed to sleep on the sidewalk. We live in a civilized society, and you can't do that. This is a sidewalk. It's not a place. You cannot set up a campground here. This is not allowed. You cannot do it. And you'll notice that any city or anywhere you go in the world where they don't have this problem, it's because this is what they did. It's not because they had some great charitable regime. It's not because they finally reached a point where the homeless people were given enough money and enough charity that there's no more homelessness. It's not that. It's because you're not allowed to. That's the only way to clear this stuff out. And if we don't have the stomach for that, then our cities will just forever be overwhelmed by dangerous, violent vagrants. Those are the options. Hey, YouTube, thanks for listening to the show. If you'd like access to my full show with no ads, you should go to dailywire.com and use promo code Walsh to get 2 months free on all annual plans. See you there.